Hello everyone, welcome to AdiTrade. Today we're going to be seeing the Nifty and Banknifty levels for 6th April. So before we start off, I just want to say thanks to all the subscribers. We hit 1k subscribers as of yesterday. So just wanted to thank everybody. Now, this is the daily chart of Banknifty that I've opened. See, we had this trend line. We've been tracking this trend line from past few days, right, when Banknifty was going up. See, yesterday the move came, it was based on news that HDFC twins are having some sort of a merger. So that caused some short covering and we got a nice rally. And today there was a very good follow-up for that. A huge bearish candle has come. So there's two possibilities now on the daily chart. One is we got a breakout, this can be a retest, then again we can go up, or the other one is this can end up being a fake breakout and we can come back below this trend line. So that only tomorrow we can come to know what kind of a scenario that will be. And this is another channel that I'm tracking on daily on Banknifty, since we are making nice moves on the daily chart. So still the upper end of the channel is coming in at 39,000. Not necessarily we'll always have to go there. See, when you draw this trend line perfectly, it does look like the retest came today itself, right? Even though how much we fell so much today, but still could not go below this. So tomorrow we'll have to see if we get a closing below this trend line, then we can kind of be sure that this was kind of a fake breakout, and for now we might slip a little bit more. But if this trend line holds and we start going up, then it can be just a retest of this trend line. So that only the price action can tell us. Now coming to our 15-minute chart for intraday levels. So yesterday I could not make a detailed video, but I had posted a small live video with the resistance zone and this gap area. So today the moment we opened, we could not even touch this gap area that was there at 38,700. See, I expected a little bit more bigger gap up based on SGX Nifty, but we got a flat opening, not a very big gap up, and then a huge sell-off came. And this was the support zone that I had mentioned yesterday. Exactly, we took support in the initial downfall, got a nice up move. I think these two candles, the bullish move that came is because of some news regarding the LIC IPO came out, and even that got sold into. And if somebody was trading at the later part of the day, post 1:30 or so, right, the best entry was when kind of this evening star was formed, because this was a nice evening star and we were making a lower high from the day's high, right? We were making a lower high and got a nice fall. And even this support that was there at about 38,070 to 38,140, the 70-point support zone, even that's been broken and we have closed below it. And another chart pattern that's coming up in that is kind of formed on Banknifty is kind of this double top. This double top will work only if this neckline breaks, right? That is almost kind of like broken today. So we'll have to see tomorrow if we start trading below this support zone, right? What I marked. I'm going to make this support zone as a resistance zone now. If we start trading below this level, we can easily slip until 37,660. And if this area breaks, then we can come into this gap. This is a gap up that we had, right, on Monday. So we can easily come into this gap if the upper gap boundary is broken. Let's just see on 1 hour chart at this level, is there any previous resistance? Even this price action can act as a good support in case we are falling. Yeah, this is one level we can use. And kind of any nice strong buy is probably like kind of this trend line breaks on the upper side. In case we come up, right, there's a good chance, say we come up tomorrow, there's a good chance we might take some resistance again at this level and then dip. So if this breaks, then probably we can trade until 37,700 on the upper side. Or the other buy good scenario can be if we get a small gap up or from wherever we come into the support zone again and have a retest of this area and holds, like how this area was held today and day before yesterday. If the same thing happens again, there's a chance of the market going up. But as of now, the market has come into a correction mode. So the couple of things to see for tomorrow is, first, see if we start trading below this trend line on the daily time frame. Then we'll see if we are trading below the support zone that is marked. Sorry, this was supposed to be red. This resistance zone that is marked. Then if you're trading below this, wait for a nice retest sometime in the day. Like, see, the initial opening might be a little volatile, right? Then see if we can get some kind of a retest to this level and a nice, like an inverted hammer or something, then probably we can short until this gap boundary. So it's not necessary when we come down we have to break this and fill the gap. We can easily come take support at this gap boundary and bounce again, like how it happened over here at the top, right? There was a gap here. This gap is from 11th Feb, I think. I don't know why. Yeah, this gap is what I marked over there as gap. See, we came near the gap, we could not fill the gap, we started reversing. Same thing might happen even here. Come down, take support at this gap boundary and bounce. So we'll have to be careful there. And the next thing that I want to show you on the 5-minute chart is the EMA. See, the thick line is the 200 EMA on my chart. The black is 100 EMA, 50 and 20. That's how I have kept the coloring. See, each time we go far away from the 200 EMA, there's always a pullback to the 200 EMA. You go about 200 EMA, get a pullback. Again go, get a pullback. And this was a pretty big one, and a pullback was imminent that came today. See, when you see the intraday chart, the 5-minute intraday chart with the CPR levels, right? See, even at 245, it was taking support at 100 EMA. Okay. See, I was not able to trade the full day, as I'll be until next Monday. I'll be able to trade only post like 1:30. Then I'll be back to my normal trading from 9 AM to 3 PM. See, when I saw that we are taking support at this 100 EMA, and it did look like this 100 EMA will hold. If I remove my marking, you see the black line, that is the 100 EMA. We took support once, twice, thrice, almost like 5-6 times today. So it did look like we're going to hold it. But the moment this broke, right, the moment this 100 EMA broke, I was just able to take one short scalp in the last half an hour or so. We came and touched the 200 EMA. Was not expecting this break today itself, but when the break happens, you just trade, right? And also that a break of CPR, we could hit S1, even that was achieved with this. And if I just, on the 5-minute chart, if I just see, like, if somebody follows the chart, and see, it's always better to trade if there is a chart pattern than just blindly jump into a trade, even on 5-minute or whatever time frame we get. It was kind of like forming a nice head and shoulder, and when this exactly the support area broke, right, that's when this nice big fall came. So that is for Bank Nifty. Let's just see if there's anything on the weekly and the monthly pivots interesting. We'll have to be careful at this red dotted line is the weekly S1, that is at 37,900. This line, we'll have to be careful if this breaks or this holds, and if it breaks, probably a nice retest and then look for a short is also a good idea. And one more thing for tomorrow on the 15-minute chart, when we are seeing the tomorrow CPR, right, we also have the 100 EMA close to the S1, so there is a possibility we can take some good support at this area because of the 100 EMA and S1 of CPR. If this breaks, then we have S2 and all the other levels that we have marked. So that's it with Bank Nifty. We'll just see the open interest for Bank Nifty. See, this is why open interest is only seen as an additional data. We don't take any trading decision based on it. It's all the price action, and with price action, if OI data can support, we can take a good trade. See, yesterday the scenario was completely different. We had only the put sellers, hardly any call sellers. Today the scenario completely changed. See the change in OI. It's only the call sellers, especially 38,500 calls. A lot of these put sellers have exited, and 38,500 is a good resistance now. Even at 38,000, some call sellers have come in, though some previously existing put sellers are there. So this 38,000 can be a good strike price to trade if we get the right entry. And the first level of support is coming in at 37,800. If we remain flat, we might remain between 37,800 and 38,000, and if 38,800 breaks, then yeah, definitely a very good support at 37,500. Now looking at the Nifty chart for tomorrow, this is the daily chart of Nifty, and from past couple of my analysis video, I've been showing this trend line, right? If we come up, we'll have to see how the price reacts at this point. So as of now, it does look like it's rejecting this trend line, this black trend line. We have exactly kissed that trend line, and we have started falling. So we'll have to see how the price reacts tomorrow, if we get a follow-up on the downside, or are we going to break this trend line on the upper side. Now looking at our 15-minute chart in Nifty, see, we have almost made like a Bank Nifty, we made like a double top. In Nifty, we almost made like a triple top. So a good shot in Nifty is only if this support zone is broken, that is 17,914. If this breaks, yeah, we might see some downside until 17,792, or there's a good possibility we might again take support here and bounce up, right? And in case we go up, the place where we can take some kind of a resistance is this. This area is where we can again possibly take a resistance for intraday. If we come closer to this level of 18,020, we can see some selling pressure from there. And again in Nifty, we have this gap between 17,800 and 17,700. So we'll, in case we come down, see, in case we come down, a good support is here, 17,791. And the open interest again on Nifty is showing a little bit of a bearish market. We have very good resistance at 18,000, can act as good resistance. Above that, we have 18,100 and 200, and a good support is coming in at 17,900. So we'll have to see how this plays out. So that's it for Nifty and Bank Nifty. Hope these levels help, and let's see if we can make some nice money tomorrow as well. Thank you.